What's up, guys? It's your girl Alexa, and I am back with another video. And this video is going to be about pure faith, okay? Pure faith. So this message was inspired by Matthew chapter 15 verses 21 through 28. And before I go any further, I'm just going to read that really quick. So let's dive in. Okay, so Matthew chapter 15 verses 21 through 28. This was titled "The Faith of a Gentile Woman." Verse 21. Then Jesus left Galilee and went north to the region of Tyre and Sidon. A Gentile woman who lived there came to him, pleading, "Have mercy on me, O Lord, Son of David, for my daughter is possessed by a demon that torments her severely." But Jesus gave her no reply, not even a word. Then his disciples urged him to send her away. "Tell her to go away," they said. "She is bothering us with all her begging." Then Jesus said to the woman, "I was sent only to help God's lost sheep, the people of Israel." But she came and worshipped him, pleading again, "Lord, help me." Jesus responded, "It isn't right to take food from the children and throw it to the dogs." She replied, "That's true, Lord, but even dogs are allowed to eat the scraps that fall beneath their master's table." "Dear woman," Jesus said to her, "your faith is great. Your request is granted." And her daughter was instantly healed. Okay, so there's so much power and glory in that, because Jesus never declined faith. Even when, if we go back to the story of when Jesus turned water into wine, when his mom came up to him and it was like, "You got to do something. You got to do something." He was like, "Woman, it's not my time." But because of her faith, Jesus did it. And faith really moves God. In understanding this and reading this passage, this woman wasn't even a part of the people of Israel, the people that he came for. She was a Gentile woman. And we know later that Jesus died like for everybody, the Gentiles, the people of Israel, and all that stuff. What amazes me is the faith that moved him to do it. Like, she wasn't even in the covenant. It wasn't even for her. And it reminds me of Jacob when he wrestled and said, "Don't leave me. Don't leave me until you bless me." There's something about faith, the heart and pureness of faith in him, that moves God. This woman was a Gentile woman. She was not even a believer. It wasn't even for her. She believed in Jesus, though. She believed in Jesus and refused to walk away without a yes. She refused to just take no. And my message to you, don't let go of your faith in God. There are going to be many times in this life where, the trials and the tribulations that you go through, everything that's going on in the world, even in today's economy, oh my goodness. There's so many different things in the news, so many different things going on. Everything's uncertain. There's craziness. Keep your faith in God. Don't be distracted by this and that. Don't be distracted by the woes and the cares of this world. Keep your faith in him. Your faith is what moves the heart of God. It moves him. It pleases him when you refuse to let up on your faith. It's easy to let go of faith because we're so conditioned to look at the natural and say, "Oh, well, this is not adding up to what the Lord said was going to happen in my life." But regardless of that, sometimes God will let a thing die. Even the thing that he promised you, he will let it die before he brings it back to life again. But the thing, when God does it, and he brings that thing back to life, it's literally like new life. It's like a new beginning. It's like it's like a greaterness to it. And it's greater than before it died. It's the reason why your latter days are going to be greater than your former days. It's the reason why we have to die to self, that when we let go, we find life. When we die and we let go of our life, we find it in him. It's a newness, it's a rebirth, it's a born againness. even in the process of where God is taking us. So even in this journey, don't be surprised when things start to die, especially when you're following him and he said, hey, you're going to be this, that, and the third, and you start following him and it looks like you're going the opposite direction. Yeah, keep going. Let that thing might have to die. It may have to go through a rebirthing. You may have to go from glory to glory. And it may seem like it ceases, but God is so strategic. He's so intentional. Oh, glory to God. God has really been doing the work in me. Just a moment of transparency. Life is tough right now. I mean, it really is. But he continues, even in these low, dark moments, he continues to show up. He continues to when he doesn't let me fall. And even when it feels like I'm falling and it feels like I'm drowning, God won't let you drown. I could cry right now because the goodness of who he is and the heart of who he is so good. It's so good. It's beyond just natural, or it's just the goodness that exudes from our Father. He will not let you fall. I know it's hard. And I know it's rough. I know it seems like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But take heart, because he has overcome the world. The truth that's in his word, these living words, God is so good. So I just wanted to remind you guys that you will not be put to shame because of your faith in him. I've never seen him decline. I mean, if you just open up that word, he did not decline faith. He didn't decline that faith. Even before it was time, he was so moved by it. When that woman with the issue of blood, and she needed healing, and out of all the people in the crowd that touched him, it was her touch. It was her faith, and it was her touch that withdrew the virtue from him, and she was healed. He's not gonna decline you because of your faith in him. So if you started this thing with all the faith in the world, keep going. He will renew your strength. So that's my message for you guys today. I hope you guys got the revelation out of it. This was Lex Affect, and I'll talk to you guys soon.